like I said, when I would have preferred if Chris said this data is wrong, here is the correct one, and here is its source. I have made it clear that the data I posted about the trips of the speaker and how much money she draws from them is from IFMIS, because this money is paid from the central central management system, and we can access that from Ministry of Finance. We can access that from Bank of Uganda accounts. If there's any financial expert here, they can also elaborate on how IFMIS works. So if someone disputes that information, the onus is on them to provide the correct information from a source that is more trustworthy than the one we have mentioned here. I haven't been on all the time, but I doubt Chris made that clarification. The second is about the information I've just shared today, and as saying that in law there's what they call corroboration. If you check my tweets of either last month or late January, I think last month, I wrote about the investigation that happened last year by the Financial Intelligence Authority about staff in Parliament that receive money that is unexplained on their bank accounts. Some of these are drivers, some of these are assistants. I put names there. Chris Obore is one of them. I don't know if he responded to that. That these people receive money and withdraw it and on behalf of the speaker. Now, this is the information I shared earlier, and I'm going to share all of them. I started with someone who's assistant human resource called Adilo. His name has come up so many times in the exhibition we've done, and people saying he's running this and that, and he's the one recruiting people irregularly, and also the issue about the money he withdraws on behalf of the speaker. So that's what I shared. I want Chris to comment about that and if that is also wrong, because those records are there. The Financial Intelligence Authority is there. It made a report about it. The last one I'm going to comment about is this pettiness of not just Chris Obore, but Ugandans who say, oh, it's personal. We have had it's personal ever since we started these exhibitions. And this must be the sixth. Spire can correct me if I am wrong. We have had it is personal when we are doing the health exhibition, that it's personal against Acheng, the Minister of Health, or Diana Atuhaire, the PS. We had that it's personal when we did the NGO exhibition. We had that it's... And meanwhile, when you're exhibiting the Minister of Health, the NGOs and the people there will be clapping for you. When you're exhibiting them, it will become personal. So when you are exhibiting security, the people that have served in the force that are still there will say all manner of things. I would like us to stop that and just interrogate the facts that we put there. So let's say I even hate the speaker. It doesn't matter here. There's no day I've gone on Twitter and said I hate the speaker or said anything personal. I have gone there and put facts. Let's interrogate the facts I have put there. There's nothing personal against the speaker. What is the problem is that she leads an arm of government that we really entrust with so much power, but also so much responsibility. Like I said earlier, if we have a speaker that is going to sit and according to her mood say, this one deserves an award of 500 million, I am going to give this one a car. That's why we have rules. That's why we have set rules. These are the benefits of the speaker. These are the benefits of the leader of opposition. These are the benefits of commissioners. But if we let that depend on a personal, on who the person likes or hates or prefers, if we have a speaker who is going to get up and say, I am allocating myself 990 million shillings for furniture, or I am allocating myself $4,000 per day as per diem, and I'm still saying that that is also true. And my information that I've had for 2 years was confirmed by the IFMIS documents we've shared. So let Obore show us the true information, the alternative facts, as it were. Yeah, so it's not personal at all. The exhibition about Parliament was asked for by Ugandans. You can let Spire, if he's still around, speak to that. I wasn't around when I was told that there's going to be an exhibition on Parliament. I hadn't been on Twitter for the whole weekend, but he put out a poll that garnered so many votes in a short while, and this was also triggered by what Ugandans have been hearing about what happens in Parliament, but also the information that came out that weekend, not from me, by the way, that the Speaker had gotten 500 million shillings, over 500 million shillings for her leave. And I don't know if you asked Obore to respond to that. How is that leave? Like, what's the legality? What's the basis of someone getting leave? And on top of their salary and benefits they are still getting during leave, we are practically paying for their vacation, for their holidaying in terms of air tickets and per diem. Per diem is supposed to be earned when you are out on official duty. You know, the inflated rate aside, why is someone earning per diem for the 60 days they are on leave? Did he respond to that? I don't know. If he's still around, maybe he can respond. But that's the rest. I am sorry I didn't follow, but I heard what Raymond said, and he was saying he's willing to set the record straight. We are also, all of us are, by the way, all of us. Even I, even us at Agora, even the exhibition we are leading, whoever has facts different from what we have exhibited, we have been welcoming them. Most of the information we put out has come from people in Parliament, MPs, staff, and all that. The illegal recruitment, if Chris disputed that, we can come with names. I have ever put them out there in 2021 when all this recruitment started, and 2022. And
Agatha, on this question of illegal recruitment, if you can stay on it a little bit longer, because a lot of people are sharing information on it. Just for people who haven't followed, when does it start to get out of hand, and
okay, so
and what are some of the few examples you can give us? And I'll ask Chris to jump.
You will respond when I have finished making a point,
yes,
Chris.
Agatha, address.
Yeah.
Chris is not the moderator. Yes.
So look, I worked in Parliament during the 9th Parliament, and there were issues about recruitment. The issues would be, that time the issues would be that they put out an advert, but when they already have their own people, but the advert would be put out. I actually participated, I think in 2013. The advert would be put out, the interviews would happen, but at the end of the day, there will be some complaints that the people they took are not the ones that passed interviews. Now, when the 11th Parliament began in 2021, from the time it began up to now, I'm going to cross-check, but the last time I followed that issue, which was last year, over 200 people had been recruited. But there has never been even an advert, not a single one, in the papers for those jobs. So what happens would be that politicians meet with the speaker or her friends or judges. Oh, she would just suggest, oh, I can give your daughter a job, and I will tell you with specificity that those include relatives of people like the Chief Justice, his daughter, the late Honorable Lanya, wives of people like Ogwang and Hamson Obua, husbands and relatives of commissioners. The commission, I have mentioned it there, and I've put the names there. You know, luckily, the names of her siblings all have the one last name. Afoyochan from West Nile, I think Zombo, has 5 siblings in Parliament. because she is the biggest loyalist of the speaker as well. The husband of another commissioner from Kanungu, I don't know if it's Kanungu or Rwanda, also is on that payroll, and he doesn't work in parliament. But there are those people that actually earn without working there. I think another justice of the Court of Appeals, Sheberion, has a son there. I can mention so many, they are there. So it has been an issue that from that time, at some point, they would recruit them on a Sunday. They have what they call interactions. That's what the equivalent of interviews. So they will call someone and say, come to Parliament. And they will interact with them, and the next thing they have jobs. And that's what has been happening.
Agatha,
And yes.
Thank you very much. Hold it there. I will ask the Honorable Winnie to come in, and then Chris, you will respond after.
Haggai, I just wanted to contribute to the issue of illegal recruitment.